Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Monday, January 21st, 2019. My name's Jeremy. This is my first cup of coffee. It is 6 below zero. The wind chills overnight were 20 something below zero. It is cold in my house. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to light a fire. I do have the furnace going. But this robe is up in the rotation, so I'm wearing the hood. It's giving me a little bit of a Jedi vibe. I will. Lightsabers are cool. I always wanted a lightsaber. I don't mean a toy, I mean like an actual lightsaber. I always suppose that would have to come from within, wouldn't it? Meh. How crazy it would be go out and chop wood with a lightsaber. Honestly, that's the only thing I can think of for legitimate use. New episode out today with, I forget his title. Mr. Shafi Bacchus. I don't think that's his title. And I apologize. Good conversation, interesting conversation with a man whose path, not just in the martial arts but in life, was a little bit unexpected. So that episode's out. It's definitely here on YouTube. It might not be out yet on the website. I didn't have a notification when I woke up this morning, so I got to look at that. We may have dropped the ball in getting that set up correctly, so we'll figure it out. Yeah. So the weekend it was a good weekend. I was in Massachusetts for the first tournament of the year on the circuits that we participate in directly. It was also the AKA Warrior Cup in Chicago. Had some friends out there, but we were not there. But this event, the iPhone Circuit Kickoff in Boxborough, Massachusetts. I was there Friday and Saturday and left Sunday late morning and drove down in some snow, and then it snowed a lot. And everybody freaked out. It was crazy. But the event went well. It's a nice part of this event is that Saturday night after the competition, there's a banquet with awards from the 2018 year. And what I really appreciated, what I appreciated is that the team members stepped up. All the competitors on the team stepped up, and it was. Let's see, there was one person there. Should have been two, but the weather kept one away. There was one person, it was their first time on the team. Somebody I've come to know over the last few years, somebody I was quite honored to be able to invite to the team, and honored that they accepted that invitation. But here's the thing I wanted to talk about today. So this was my first event where I just got to coach. I will quite often, work with team members, or really, honestly, I know quite a few people, but do my best to support and to help them. But in the past, that's been when I wasn't refereeing in a chair, or when I wasn't at the whistlekick booth. There was no booth on Saturday, and I intentionally didn't wear my gi because I didn't want to get pulled away. I wanted to coach. I wanted to support the team. And I watched several of them have the best performances that I've ever seen from them in competition. Mind-blowing stuff, especially in their forms. And I'm really proud of them. I won't say that everybody placed where they wanted to. But they put in good work. And I think at least a couple of them are now able to feel what it's like to, how would would describe it. I was describing it to them as being able to turn on your heart, being able to flip that switch and do your form in a way that brings people in, makes it compelling, makes it something people want to see, to be around. And I think that that's the secret to a great forms performance, is being able to turn that on. Because it's acting, right? It's a presentation. And the more you give of yourself to that presentation, the more other people are going to respond. And that's really hard for people to do, and it's especially hard for small children. Because they don't have the experience. They don't, quite often I will draw on personal experiences and help other people tap in by drawing on their personal experiences that made them feel strongly emotional. The younger you are, the fewer experiences you have to draw from. So that doesn't always work. But whatever I said and whatever they heard, these kids got it, and they did it. So after the event, we had a team meeting, which went awesome, and we planned out some things for the year, talked about some of the things I need from them, some of the things they need from me. Running a martial arts team is a surprising amount of work. And I'm not good at it yet, but I'll get better. So after that, we had the awards banquet and food and dancing, and everybody just had a great time. It's a wonderful group of people. In addition to the awards for the iPhone circuit, the kind of, I don't want to call them sub-circuits because they're not part of the same business, but there's also a symbiotic Maine, New Hampshire circuit called Twin State, and a symbiotic Maine circuit called Smart. And they presented awards as well. And so it got everybody together. We had 500 something people there for the dinner and the awards. We handed out a few awards. Yeah. One of the things that's always fun, and I think this is why everyone likes this event, when you're a martial artist, you get to know people as martial artists. You get to know them in training, maybe in competition. But if you think about it in terms of hours of the day, that's not the majority of who we are. So to spend hours with people, dressed up in formal clothes, and watch them get and give awards, to have these conversations, to engage with them in a way that it's about martial arts, but it's not at that moment martial arts. It levels the playing field. Most people stop using titles. Being a grandmaster doesn't mean that you dress better or dance better or anything like that. So it's an equalizer, and I appreciate that. And I think also you get to see that for quite a few people, wearing their martial arts uniform, their belt, whatever, is armor. It's a mask. They hide behind it. They don't know who to be or how to be without it. And you know what? I can relate to that. Until just a few years ago, the only time I felt comfortable with myself was when I was wearing a gi. So I think that's what I'd like you to consider today, is that we all have roles. We all have parts of our lives where we're comfortable. For some people, the only place they're comfortable is alone at home. For other people, they are comfortable at work when they're the boss, when they're the ones in charge. Other people are not comfortable in charge. They're comfortable when their work is laid out very concretely and they know exactly what success and failure looks like. But I want you to see what that looks like for other people. Identify that in yourself. Because when you can find where you're comfortable, what are those roles? One, you can empathize better with others. And two, if you're comfortable in one role, but only one role, maybe you can become comfortable in a second one, and a third. And ultimately just become comfortable in your own skin. So that's what I got. I'm gonna go finish this coffee and light a fire. I hope you have a wonderful day. This has been First Cup, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace.